Rutherford atomic model, Rutherford gold foil experiment, and complete explanation of Rutherford atomic model. Firstly, let me teach you that why should we study Rutherford's atomic model. Well, he is the first person who studied and explained the atomic structure. He discovered the nucleus of an atom, and he revealed that protons stay in the nucleus. Secondly, he discovered that most space is empty in the atom. Thirdly, he discovered that electrons revolves around the nucleus just like planet revolves around the sun. So it is due to these three reasons that we study Rutherford's atomic model. Now the question is that how he discovered these three facts about atom. Well, the answer is very simple. He performed gold foil experiment. Hence we should learn about Rutherford's gold foil experiment. Remember that Rutherford wanted to find two things in his experiment. Firstly, he wanted to find the distribution of charges. Secondly, he wanted to find the structure of an atom. Now Rutherford took polonium, which was enclosed in lead box. He took thin gold foil, which was surrounded by zinc sulfide screen. Now here comes the interesting part of this lecture. Why he took polonium? Well, he took polonium because it produces alpha particles. Alpha particles are positively charged particles. What is the purpose of alpha particles in this experiment? As we know that Rutherford wanted to find the distribution of charges across the atom, one can only understand the picture of distribution of charges across the atom if they are shot by some charged particles. So Rutherford used alpha particles to shoot the atoms with it. Secondly, why he placed polonium inside the lead box? Well, it is because not to scatter alpha particles in all directions. Lead box absorbs alpha particles, so alpha particles are concentrated only through this small hole towards the gold foil. Thirdly, why he took gold foil? Well, we know that gold foil is the most malleable element. It means that we can make very thin sheet of gold. The second question is that why we need thin sheet? It is because the lesser would be chances that the alpha particles would not get absorbed in the thin sheet of gold. So we would get accurate result. Therefore, Rutherford took a thin sheet of gold foil round about 0.004 centimeter. So its structure would be easy to study. Thirdly, why Rutherford took zinc sulfide screen? Well, it is due to its unique quality. Whenever charged particles hit it, the spot at which the particles was hit glows for some time and leaves a mark, which can then be used for further study. So this is the full explanation of different tools used by Rutherford in his experiment. Now how Rutherford performed his experiment? Well, he bombarded the gold foil by 20,000 alpha particles. Then he observed the picture of alpha particles on zinc sulfide screen. What was his observations? Well, he observed three things MSF. He observed that most of the alpha particles pass straight through the gold foil. Around 19,990 alpha particles out of 20,000 alpha particles passed straight through the gold foil. Secondly, he observed that some alpha particles were deflected at smaller angle, around 8 alpha particles. Thirdly, he observed that few alpha particles were deflected or reflected back. Around 1 alpha particle is deflected back out of 20,000 alpha particles. So these were the different observations of Rutherford's gold foil experiment. Now what he concluded from these three types of observations? Well, he concluded that most of the space inside an atom is empty because most of the alpha particle passed straight through the gold foil. Secondly, he concluded that some positively charged particles are present inside an atom because some rays were deflected at smaller angle. We know that alpha particles are double positively charged particles, so there is repulsion between like charges. Thirdly, he concluded that the size of the nucleus is very small compared to the size of the atom because only one ray is reflected back. So these were the three different types of conclusion of Rutherford Baba. On the basis of these three conclusions, Rutherford Baba presented his own atomic model. The central portion of an atom is called nucleus. It contains protons and neutrons. Secondly, electrons are revolving with high speed around the nucleus, just like the planets revolve around the sun. Thirdly, the size of the nucleus is very small compared to the size of an atom. Fourthly, most of the space in an atom is empty. Fifthly, atom as a whole is neutral particle because number of protons is equal to number of electrons. Sixthly, nucleus is responsible for mass and energy. These were the main points of Rutherford's atomic model. Finally, let me teach you one bonus question. Why electrons do not attract or stop the alpha particles? Well, consider fast-moving bullet and a sheet of paper. Alpha particles are just like fast-moving bullet and electrons are just like a sheet of paper. Can a sheet of paper stop fast-moving bullet? The answer is no. Similarly, electrons do not have the ability to stop the fast-moving alpha particles. I hope that you have understood the concept of Rutherford's atomic model.